How do you indoctrinate a generation to hate their own nation to the point of revolution? Education subversion, framed as equity and social justice, but orchestrated as Marxist brainwashing, capture schools to groom youth for revolt, inverting family authority and cultural heritage, as exposed in Stephen Coughlin's unconstrained analytics on critical theory as insurgency. The Chinese Cultural Revolution of 1966 to 1976 provides an approximate paradigm. Mao mobilized youth as Red Guards to purge bourgeois elements, destroying traditions and attacking teachers, per Harvard University's Fairbanks Center analyses on ideological re-education. This mirrors today's subversion. Most cited education scholar Paulo Freire's Pedagogy of the Oppressed, 1968, reframes education as liberation from oppressors, fostering critical consciousness to view America as systemic evil, per Manhattan Institute 2025 reports on Freire's impact. Gloria Ladson-Billings' Culturally Relevant Pedagogy, 1995, adapts this for culturally responsive teaching, embedding critical race theory to instill critical consciousness against whiteness, per her own writings in Teachers' College Record. Herbert Marcuse urged Marxist revolutionaries to go into the field of education for the long march through the institutions, per his 1969 An Essay on Liberation, promoting critical consciousness to dismantle America from within. Global Forces Amplify, the United Nations World Core Curriculum, adopted later as Common Core, developed by Robert Mueller in the 1980s, promotes global citizenship over national loyalty per UNESCO documents. The Luciferian Fetzer Institute funds social-emotional learning through Collaborative for Academic Social and Emotional Learning, pushing emotional manipulation as empathy, but embedding occult spiritual practices to indoctrinate. Over $1 billion invested since 2010, per Fetzer's 2025 grants report, turning schools into esoteric therapy sessions for grievance and social militancy. Woke is not dead. Recent events show acceleration. 2023 school boards mandating critical race theory despite bans, per Education Week. 2024 teacher strikes for equity curricula, per Reuters. 2025 Fetzer-backed social-emotional learning programs linked to student mental health crises, per Journal of American Academy of Child and Adolescent Psychiatry. To counter, get children out of government education and stem reliance on technology and AI, treat top-level persons involved in subversion as seditious conspirators, and work towards narrowing government-delivered education to the bare minimum topics of reading, writing, arithmetic, engineering, and athletics. Families. Train up a child in the way he should go so that he will not depart. Stop the infighting between traditional homeschooling and publicly funded homeschooling. The enemy is trying to destroy you both, with or without the presence of the other, and this division weakens attempts to fight regulation. We either excise this education subversion unapologetically or surrender our children to revolutionary ruin. The truth demands action. Reclaim our nation.